Hey guys, got an unboxing for you today. This is something I ordered off of Amazon as I'm a Prime member. I can get like free 2-day shipping, and I was going to buy it from Evike or Evic or however you want to call it, but it would have been, I would have only saved like a few dollars, and then it would have probably taken quite a bit longer, which I guess shouldn't matter, but I'd rather just spend the extra like $3 or $4 price difference it would have been to get it. So this is from Amazon. I think it's Amazon themselves that sell it, so it's not like a third-party seller on Amazon. And this is just something for my JBC2, the TMC, to carry magazines for my new VFC M4. So let's see what we got in here. Alright, get this box out of the way. And there we have the Blue Force gear. This is their Helium Whisper triple magazine pouch. They're 10-speed. I haven't had one of these in a real long time. I think I had one of the very old generations. I don't think they were even using Helium Whisper yet back then. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like that they're using like Multicam, like fabric. It looks like they somehow bond to the Hypalon type material. So that's pretty cool. And let's see if we can get this put on real quick. And I also have something else coming in. It's actually a different flap for my JPC, but it's made by like some Russian company, I think. I bought it on eBay because it was really cheap at the time, and I had like an eBay coupon, and I couldn't find a Cry Precision flap or a TMC like triple, the open top like triple flap. Couldn't find one in stock anywhere, so went with this like Russian brand, and they're like replicating stuff for a pretty decent price. We'll see how it is. And but I got this to use as well because the 10-speed pouches are something that Rangers are using on their AVSs. I haven't seen any like Rangers with JPCs or anything like that, but I'm just going to use the JPC for now because Cry Precision just hiked the price up on the AVS plate bags. They're like $350, I think, for just the plate bags. They used to be $250. And I'm not really sure what made those more expensive because now the JPCs are a lot cheaper. So I'm not really sure what makes the AVS plate bags more expensive to produce versus the entire JPC plate carrier. So this is what I'm going to use for now. I'm going to use a JPC because I'm assuming that private purchase Rangers are probably allowed to use, or maybe in rare circumstances. Or I'll probably may switch my kit, not just call it a Ranger kit, but they do have like other unit type people attached to them, and I've seen a few JPCs in reference pictures with Rangers, maybe not by Rangers specifically, but so let's get this mounted here. But I'm not going for like a super accurate like Ranger kit, but something close and something like plausible, I would say. So that's the reason I went with the VFC M4, because I was thinking about getting like a Mark 18, and I love the Mark 18 platform. I think it's a perfect length for airsoft, and for a lot of stuff you can fit all the accessories that you would need on a Mark 18 and still have a really short and manageable weapon. But there's something really special about kind of like the length, I guess, of the M4 with the Daniel Defense rail that I really like, so I decided to went with that, and or decided to go with that and do a Ranger build on it. And so far it's going pretty well. Got some a few parts coming in for it that I'll do a video on. And I'll do an updated video because you guys have just, I think the only thing I've put out is the unboxing video. I've put a bunch of accessories on there since then. So if you don't follow my Instagram, that is where you can see my VFC M4 Block 2 or RAS2. And it's pretty much all set up except for the light. So So I ordered an Element M600 Ultra for it. That should be here next week. So it should be done after that, and then I'll probably move to internals. And I've got the magazines coming too. They're taking quite a while. All of my international packages have really slowed down recently, which is weird. Keep checking the tracking and like they're not moving. But I did order some magazines that I'll do a video on because I haven't seen any videos on them. I've seen some people that actually have them, and I've talked to some people that have them, but the person I talked to, he hadn't even used them yet, so hopefully they're decent magazines. These are always tricky at the end, but I'm just trying to get them in there for now. I'll mess with it later. Alright, so there it is on the front. I think it looks pretty nice. I'm not sure if they updated their pattern or anything, but it's pretty close to Multicam. I don't think it's an accurate like representation of the actual Multicam pattern, but I think it's close enough to blend well with the rest of your kit. And we'll see how it works out. I used to have one of these on my JPC, and I used to run 6 mags on it, but I think I'm just going to run 3. So I'm either going to use that flap that's coming in, which is just a triple flap, or I think I might just use this depending on how I like it. But we'll squeeze some magazines in here. These are just Magpul M3 P-Mags. Real ones, of course. Why not? I think it's funny, I get notifications on my phone for like comments from people that have watched my video, and a lot of people recently have been like watching some of my old videos, or even some of my recent ones, and they're just like, oh, just get a real gun already, or whatever. But I've had a real Daniel Defense M4 for years now, but maybe they just don't watch those videos. But I think it's humorous to call people out when you don't do the research or whatever. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I actually like that quite a bit. So these are real magazines, so they're quite a bit longer than airsoft magazines. So this thing is encroaching pretty high on the plate bag. But the magazines I have coming in for my VFC M4, they'll sit a little bit lower because they're not nearly as long. Like airsoft magazines are about, say they're like that long, because of the gearbox clearance with like the hop-up unit or whatever. So they'll probably sit around like right there, which won't be too bad. It'll be a nice line right under the Velcro on the plate bag there. But nothing too fancy with the Blue Force Gear 10-speed pouches. You either like them or you don't. But I think it looks pretty good. And I may use it. The one issue I have with these is that, like, re-indexing mags, you almost always have to use 2 hands to do it, because once the magazine's out, to get one back in, like say if this was on my chest right now, I actually went in a little easier than I'm used to, but a lot of times it'll close up and you can't get a good angle on it with your magazine. So you either have to like dump your magazine or put it in some other pouch, which isn't too bad, because I know a lot of people, they reload off of their belt anyways, and then this is just for auxiliary mags or whatever. But yeah, I think it looks good, and I'll do a video on that flap when it comes in. It's just a standard flap. I may do a like Kydex insert for that flap. I haven't really decided, because I really like being able to just shove magazines back in here as I reload. But I'll probably just get like an STAT Kiwi or something so I can reload from the belt or whatever. But that's it. Just a small video for you. I've got more coming once they start moving through the postal system. And stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.